Go live. And we're live. And we're live. Just double check the audio and we'll roll. Double check the audio, share the link. Let's go. Oh shit. Oh shit. Got to get this audio right. 40. All right, what's happening? So we'll go through some crypto. We'll find some trades. I'm pumped up because I want to get some trades on. I've got a few stale ones, a couple of longs, XLM, Doge, RSR, a few longs going. A little bit of a hedge on a bake that's been sitting there for a while. You might have remembered the bake short that I had, still massively in profit, up like 200%, but I want some action to get some more videos out. So tonight we'll go through some news, we'll have a look at the markets, and then we'll go into the good stuff and probably what's for you the boring stuff, but for me it's the best stuff, because the best stuff is finding trades. So being able to do that, show you how I work, show you how you actually make money trading crypto. Because nobody really shows that. Nobody really shows that. We've got a bit of boiler room in the background. Hopefully it has some good volume. Us. Shout out Alex for reminding me about the boiler room mixes. And we'll roll into it. I'm going to have a whiskey and we're going to find out which one I'm drinking right now before we get into it. Before we find these trades and make these gains. So we've got 7 bottles of whiskey there, all need to be drunk one night a week. Enjoy yourself. Let's be realistic. Which one am I drinking? Come on, Glenlivet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we're back on the first Sanuki, probably the most expensive drop that's there. I think it's about 300 and something bucks. Not that that matters, but that sort of, you sort of think the more expensive it is, the better it tastes. Wrong. Wrong. So, cheers. Happy Friday. We'll get stuck into it. It's not a bad drop, the first Sanuki. Would I buy it again? Probably not. Japanese whiskey is a bit different. Has a bit more of maybe a sweeter. Bit of a sweeter taste. How's your Friday been? Mine's been pretty slow. Bit of walk with the dog. Bit of chilling. Bit of waking up. Bit of stretches. Just gonna tip the whole fucking thing in here. Alright, let's get it. Happy. The first Sanuki. Rate this maybe a 6 or 7 out of 10. I just don't have the taste for the, I like the Scotch. I don't have a taste for the Japanese one, it's a bit different. Let me get reminded. Yeah, it's fuller. It tastes like full, rounded, soft, subtle, all those descriptive words. But yeah, I like the Scotch a bit better. But the Japanese, they have a way of doing it. Yeah, it's sweet and then hard. Blockchain bulls, baby. You know how we roll. If you want to chat every day, trade, make gains, have a sick time. We've got the link in the bio for the free chat channel. If you don't want to join up, that's fine. You come in, we can talk, ask questions, get them answered. Talk shit and have a good time while making gains in the best industry that the world has ever seen. How can you go wrong with that? Blockchain bulls all day. We've also got Trading View, which we'll be using tonight, which is the charting software. That's also in the link below. Trading software, tradingview.com. We'll be using Coinalyze. This is a free platform that I like using. I use it anyway, but it's also good because it's free for anybody that's watching that wants to recreate anything that we pull off tonight. Any of the good stuff, which is what this is going to be full of. Good stuff. Just going to double check the audio again. Is the charting software that's also in the link below. Trading software, tradingview.com. Using that'd be good. Coinalyze. Sorry about this. Free thing that we pull off. Any of the good stuff, which is just gotta get that volume right. Good stuff. Check the audio again. Is the charting software. There we go. That's also in the link below. 1 second. Alright, hopefully that goes alright. Hopefully that goes well. Alright, we'll get into the good shit. Sorry for taking so long. Firstly, I want to have a look at the total market. We can go on CoinGecko.com, suss it out, have a little look at what's going on in the crypto market as per gains, market caps, price, and a little snippet of the chart on the right hand side. So coins are ranked by market cap. Market cap is price times by circulating supply. If you think that you're going to make more gains on a coin that is worth 0.09 or 0.06 cents because it's cheaper, you're wrong. They have more coins available, therefore harder to move the price pending the market cap. So this $10 billion worth of Doge is harder to move. So it's harder to get a double on this, 6 cents. It's harder for 6 cents, 6.5 cents to go to 13 cents than it is for Litecoin 68 to go to 130. You know what I mean? Because of the market cap there, because Doge pretty much has twice the circulating, well actually it's got fuckloads of more of a circulating supply, yeah? So it's just circulating supply times by price equals market cap. So market cap is how you rank them. Bitcoin is slow moving. You might have noticed the gains aren't there to be had because the market cap is so big. So the lower the market cap, the higher the volatility, the more that it can move, the larger the moves will be, and the more gains or the more losses that you can have. So just have a little look. We'll just have a quick sort. And if any overperformers today, Trust Wallet, just put the trust in the wallet. Kronos, crypto.com, a little bit behind on what the fuck they're doing because they have very, very low volume. Crypto.com, I'm not sure who's buying this. It's just a sort of a market round pump. Everything's playing catch up right now. If you haven't noticed, everything's sort of just pulling up from behind. We'll bring this over here just in case there's any putsa. We got any chat, any comments you wanted me to talk about anything, or you want to talk to me about anything, ask me anything, any questions, anything good, please let me know. We'll get something good to talk about. We'll have a good time chatting. So 7 days, let's have a little look. Thorchain, Rune, Nia, Solana, Aave, all quality. Nia, not going to rave about the quality on that one, but this really isn't a huge time for quality. Quality comes with narratives and fundamentals, and that comes with price action when all timed at the right time. So right now, a lot of short squeezes going on, a lot of FOMO, people that think there might be performers, but also there's what's going on right now is there is coins that are bouncing off the bottom, and there are coins that are in proper uptrends. Thorchain is something that is in a proper uptrend. We'll look at it in TradingView in a minute, but if you can look at just maybe the last 180 days, look at that. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher low. See what happens here. So Thorchain, Injective, you can just see it's uptrending. There's other coins. I'm not sure what like Cardano's doing, for example, but there's other coins where they've bottomed and now they're having a pump. So they don't have a long standing uptrend because it's the same time period that we're looking at. So it's just bottomed, and now there's a change in market structure. So after a change in market structure, then there's movement, and then people are starting to get FOMO and decide whether or not they want to get involved or sit on the sidelines and maybe wait for what he went for. Happy Friday. I hope you're having a good Friday. I hope you have a good weekend. Any plans for tomorrow? Let us know if you're doing anything sick. I want to jump on and just have a quick look at the Bitcoin price. So this is the 1 minute chart we're zoomed in. So we'll zoom out on the Bitcoin price on TradingView. This is TradingView.com. 1 day chart. One candle equals 1 day. What do you see there? So you see these numbers here. That was weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We worked out how many weeks over the past year that it's taken. How many weeks over the past year has it taken to have a large move? 8, 13, 8, 9. And the average ended up being, all these combined, 9.5. And guess what happened? 9.5. So that was sort of an easy one. That was a bit of an easy one. Where it literally fell right into our lap. Oh, it's average 9.5 weeks before a big move happens, and then bang. So now talking about times, we've got Spaceman BTC key levels. You can see monthly open, monthly mid, quarters. Not a whole lot impressive going to get read from that. We can do a little bit of basic technical analysis. So zoom into a 4 hour. This is mid time frame chart, parallel channel. You can see you drag something up like that, a lot of things land, and right now you've got two things going on. You've got one, a pullback to the middle of the range, and two, a potential break below the parallel channel. You can see that what happens previously, there's large wicks, money grabs, so liquidations, especially that one. See those wick to the downside, wick to the upside. That is a liquidity grab. Both sides liquidate all the 100x leverage traders, and then have a shoot up, go for the money, have a bit of a bull trap. There's two ways to suss out the patterns. You can go diagonal trend lines, or you can go the G box. So if you come over here to this one and then go down to Garn box, you can sort of just drag it across where you think. I've got different sort of settings on this. These are my settings, style. You can screen that. I've got it upside down because I just drag down first. That's how I roll. You might work that out, however it suits you the best. But moving along to this shit. So what we want to do, right, is we want to find the median of the range in the G box and just have a suss, because price works in two different ways. It works trending about 70% of the time, and then it works ranging the rest of the time. So trending actually 30, I got that mixed up, sorry. Trending 30% of the time, ranging 70% of the time. So that's massive amount of sideways, whether it's accumulation or distribution. The market's only trending about 30% of the time. So for example, trending, ranging, ranging, well, this is ranging, just staying within this big square here, trending, and then it's ranging again. So you can make a lot of money on the short-term time frames by just trading trends and then trading ranges. Need a bit more of this in me. Whoa. It's a tough drop if you had Japanese whiskey. I tell you what, if you go to Bali, Nusa Lembongan, there's a really cool whiskey joint, just a whiskey bar. And it's like down under a deck, like below the walkways, and it's on the north side of the island or south side of the island, and you go down to like a old shanty sort of whiskey deck, and they just serve whiskey. They've got like old medieval armor and stuff there. It's fucking cool. Nusa Lembongan whiskey bar, highly recommend. And they sell a lot of Japanese whiskey over there, that's why. All right, so yeah, now I remember why I've been steering clear of that bitch. So what I want to do is find the base of a lot of the candles. A 4 hour chart's such a nice midterm time frame chart. I love 4 hour charts, probably my favorite chart. You can get a lot of reading. You can get good trades off a 4 hour. You can get a good bit of short-term understanding. You can get a good bit of long-term understanding. 4 hour, in my opinion, is just like the center, the heart of all time frames on a trading view chart. So looking here, we've got the Bitcoin price, and then we drag a G-box down to, so what I'm doing is I want to find the base of the range, most likely going to be candle closes and the most pivot points. That comes down to, that becomes a support, and that becomes my bottom green line. So this is basically the bottom support of the entire range. And then I want to look for the top. I want to look for the top area where it has most pivot points, most price action. So where's that going to be? Around about here. So then you've got your range until more price action occurred here, which is a large bull trap. Comes up, traps the bulls, and then scoots straight back down into the range. Not the best, and would have got a lot of people. That's what a good bull trap does, is tricks people, breaks a range, comes up to new highs, spends a bit of time there. 4 hour chart, one candle equals 4 hours, 4, 8, 12, 16, nearly a full day. You'll find most traps don't last more than a day. They don't want to get too much momentum. It comes up, fills orders, spends a long enough time there to trap people, and then spins around the other way. So now that there's new price action, you can come and you can change the G-box a bit. You can bring it up to more pivot points. We'll go wicks and bases. So just adjusting the G-box, adjusting the range as it moves, because new price action's coming in, new information's coming in, and we can see the range. So what this says to us is we've got, if we assume the range is going to continue, and we can long in these areas. In the greens, you've got conservative longs, and then you've got higher risk longs, and the same sort of thing. You've got conservative shorts, just like you had here, conservative short, and now you've got higher risk shorts up in these areas. Right, even good entries above here, but that's maximum risk is outside the red. Maximum risk outside the red. But once you see, you got to be ready. If you enter outside the red, you got to be ready to bail from your position if you start getting confirmation candle closes and time spent in those areas. So Bitcoin right now just ranging at a high. It's ranging at a high of a range, and coming into a new range, potentially making a knot. If we zoom out to the chart that we use on the blockchain bulls often in our daily briefing bull score, you can see that there's a range here. You got end of the range, you got the middle of the range, except for the G-box, you've got liquidity zones, and then you've got to break into the next range, forming a knot, starting to make a bit of resistance, coming in, grabbing a bit of liquidity, and continuing on. So this knot could change, this knot could get a little bit bigger. It just all depends on this pending price action right now. Could this be a bull trap, like a massive bull trap, and then we go back down to the 20s and stuff like that? You can easily, but the thing with that shit is that, what's up Sammy bro, how are ya? The thing with bull traps is you can spend all your fucking time trying to time a market. Time in the market beats timing the market. Timing the market is a fool's game. You'll lose most of your money trying to pick tops. You got to have strong opinions, loosely held. That's one of the best quotes that I can probably give you, is when the market's up and people are making money, jump in, be bullish as fuck. Crypto's to the moon, back it, back your investment, back your trade, but then be the fastest person to turn that shit around and change your fucking mind. Because if you don't change your mind, you'll be left being a bag holder. You'll start hating everything. You'll hate crypto. You'll hate trading. You'll get hurt. So being able to just be like, the market's up, everything's up, bullish, longs, send it to the moon, let's go. And then when you start getting evidence of a reversal, confirmation, time, many ways, you know when the market's fucking reversing. Like, well, one, you'll hear it from me, but two, like, the trend changes, the market structure changes, start making, see this right here. I'll just bring up a little bit of a cleaner one so you can back it. You can understand, this is from our group. This is when we're buying Bitcoin, yep, bottoms mostly. Except that one. Oh, you know what I mean? Look, all that shit got heaps going on. Look, low, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high. It's literally the definition of an uptrend, and it's been going on for a full year. So if you're not bullish for here and you're trying to be like, oh, top timer, top timer, top timer, top timer, top timer, unless you're short-term trading, you might have made a little bit of money. You probably would have kept on holding it. Probably would have been wrong. You just back it. Let's see like in our in the blockchain bulls, when we're having the weekly screen shares, look, we had a low, we had a change in market structure. We said heavily buying, especially this low concentration of volume right here. BBWP was blue as it gets. See this? Yeah, see, it's too messy for you to know about it. When there's a volatility collapse like what happened early at the start of this uptrend down here, right there, and then you start getting these massive green dildos straight up the arse of any non-sayers, you've got to be able to switch. You've got to be able to turn bullish, and you've got to be able to do it fast. And when this starts going like this, up, low, lower high, lower low, then you start questioning. Bull flag, is it? Is it not? This gets broken, come back into this range, starts making some bearish action, turn bearish. Fuck crypto, fuck markets, everything's going down, safer in the dollar, completely change your mind. That's how you're gonna have a win rate. That's how you're gonna have a high win rate, and that's how you're gonna have success. I'll flick over to the group, talk a little bit about some news. Blockchain Bulls news, send the members, talking about some stuff. 1 inch, I'm not sure if you can see that. Let's have a little look. There you can see a bit of it. Basically 1 inch, it's a crypto, maintain share in a shrinking market in Q3. So 1 inch is a decentralized exchange, DEX aggregator. So it'll send you to the decentralized exchanges with the best prices. So bullish on 1 inch for a coin. Not bad if we're talking fundamentals, but like I said before, there's a time and a place of fundamentals. You know, and it's not really now. It's not really now. Right now is grab a couple of long-term holds on some lows. Start wetting the feet, having a little talk to yourself about what could potentially be going on in the future. Keep an eye on the market. Maybe practice a couple of short-term trades here and there. Take some altcoin positions, but not some big ones. Just playing around in the water. Watch it and watch for signs of retail coming back, because that's the easy money. When people start hitting you up, like I've been getting a little bit, where people are like, oh yeah, is now the right time to buy XRP, man? Or what are your thoughts about Cardano? Everyone at the Smoko table was talking about fucking, what is it? Shitcoin X, Shitcoin B. You know, that's when the easy money comes. Because for people to lose money in a market, people are making money in the market. Yeah, it's not free money. Someone's losing, someone's winning. It's a transfer of wealth from the patient, or from the impatient to the patient. And at the moment, until full retail comes back, you're basically trying to take my money. And good luck. And bots, you know, that's how these strategies, that's how we've had most of our success, because a lot of these bots, they chase liquidity, and we'll take the other side of the bet all day. So GigaChad, the bot destroyer, is coming back with vengeance. We had Fed rate monitoring tool shows that they are 99.9% of not raising rates in November, which was correct. They didn't. People like Raoul Powell, they'll say that a pause is basically a reversal. So that's in America. So they've paused the interest rates. Never in history have they paused twice and then continued raising up. So statistically, the chances of them continuing raising the interest rates, very low. And if you're in another country like Australia, you can expect the plebes, the fucking retards of the RBA and the Australian government, the money-hungry pussies that run this country to just copy America, basically. So, and then pump their own housing bags and drop the ass out of the interest rates. One thing that I can guarantee you, and that is inflation. So inflation is going to continue up at some stage. So rates will stay high for how long? But it'll basically just mirror and lag, like I'm talking about Australia here, just mirror and lag the American interest rate. So if you just watch the American interest rate and then expect Australia to continue copying them, then you'll be right, you know. Weekly active wallet addresses. So you're seeing this massively on all, like, so many different parts of the blockchains. People are making new wallets. Exchanges, leaving your money on exchanges is old news. People are making wallets on layer 2s. People making wallets on layer 1s. People making Bitcoin wallets. People are just making wallets. They're sending Bitcoin over to their wallets. They're holding it. Self-custody. When, other than physically, have you ever been able to hold something that's yours and have full ownership of it, you know? Because my money that's in a bank, or your money that's in a bank, that's not your money. That's why when something goes on in the bank, they'll pause your account, or they'll say suspicious activity, we're not letting you do this, because they treat it as their money. Bank, you know, they try and incentivize your money to be in the bank, because you know what they're doing with it. They're investing it. They're making money off your money. If your money is in a bank sitting there and you're not using it, but it's not getting used, bruh, they're using it. They're using your money. There's a reason why bank stocks can pay dividends. There's a reason why banks are so profitable, because they're using your money to make money. Not only are they loaning you money, but they're also at a probably a ridiculous interest rate, but they're also making money off your money. Fuckheads. I can't believe it's gotten to this. Fuck the banks. Crypto rules. So wash clean the first goodbye crypto scams. Delisted and inactive coin spikes. So more tokens are being pulled from exchanges. 3,400 coins, altcoins, have been delisted from exchanges this year alone. The year's not over. That's a record. So there's obviously going to be record number of altcoins and crypto added to exchanges as people make coins, because people make money from coins. Why wouldn't you? I can make a coin. It can take me an hour. I'll make you a coin. Tell me a coin you want me to make. I'll make it in an hour, but I'm not going to do it. So 3,500 coins have been delisted. So what that says to you is, if you find a shit coin and it doesn't do what you're hoping that it would do, just fucking bail from it. Also, don't hold old coins, old fossilized coins that have had their moment in the sun. Last bull market coins, fossilized coins. It's the shiny new things that are following the new narratives. That have momentum behind listings on exchanges. This one's getting exchanged. Rumors of this getting listed on Binance. It's getting listed. This is getting listed. Moving like progress, because it's like a momentum. Exchange listings like momentum. It's getting like you've got a coin, new coin, fresh coin, narrative. People are talking about it. Promises the world. Not going to deliver, but doesn't matter. It's got a narrative. You're excited about it. It's going to pump. You know, like, people are so fucking retarded. Like 90-something% of people just like, the older I get, the more I realize everybody's fucking retarded. You just sort of just play it. That's a beautiful thing about markets, is that you can just look at civilization as a whole, because if you look at everybody as a whole getting involved in markets, they're just so predictable. They're just something that sells a story, something that wants to continue on, to, you know, just tick the boxes of, like something, a coin that's marketable and new is the coin that you're going to make the most money off. All right. Don't get stuck holding old coins, hoping that they turn around. Don't get stuck. If you see a coin that you've got, that you're emotionally attached to, that starts getting delisted and shit, just fuck it off. So Bitcoin seems decorrelated to stocks, which is pretty rare, really. Nasdaq is the tech sector of the American stock market, the tech sector, and Bitcoin's just been on the back of the ETF rumors. Well, it's not even really rumors anymore. I mean, it's happening. Bitcoin's coming as an ETF. It's good for now, because it gives a lot more people access to buying Bitcoin. See, people with like funds, large funds, they can't just hold Bitcoin. They can't buy it because they can't just hold it, because they've got regulations. They've got what's the word? Yeah, don't worry about it. Like don't worry about it. It's just like big funds, big money. They can't hold straight Bitcoin. They need to hold it in an compliance. They have compliance officers. They need to hold Bitcoin in an ETF. When they can hold Bitcoin in an ETF, they will. So there'll be more money coming in because there's a demand for Bitcoin. People that couldn't hold Bitcoin before because they had no way of legally holding the Bitcoin, they're going to hold the Bitcoin now. But yeah, so it's a pro for the Bitcoin price. It's going to send it up, but it's also a negative for self-custody, because they're not going to want you to hold your own Bitcoin. They're going to want you to hold Bitcoin through them. I can't remember what he's talking, but it was probably talking shit. It would have been good because I shared it. I'm not going to play it for you. What else is there? CME whisker away from replacing Binance as top futures exchange. So you can see the demand for crypto in Wall Street is ridiculous. It's phenomenal. Bitcoin whales take charge. They're back. People that have Bitcoin whales, somebody that holds, is it over 10,000 Bitcoin? I think. Well, it depends, or 1,000 Bitcoin. Man, you know, it's been a while, so it depends on who's measuring it. But large Bitcoin holders, they're buying more. Golden cross formed on the daily chart. So technically, the definition of a bull market in some people's opinions, not mine, because it's crossed a few times. Golden cross, death cross, golden cross, death cross. Weekly assets, that's just overshadowing everything else. That's massive amount of money. 300 million flew into crypto assets. What else we got? Yeah, another decorrelation event. This is the addresses that we're talking about. Address, nearly 40 million Bitcoin addresses in profit. So at the moment, especially when, you know, like Bitcoin's making, what is it, 15-month highs or 20-month highs, something like that. Bitcoin's making like monster highs. So if it's at an all-time, if it's at a 2-year high, well then obviously everybody that's bought it in the past 2 years is going to be in profit, right? But when people are in profit, they sell. So a lot of the time, I'm just worried that just got to get that volume on those tunes right, because I want to rave a little bit, but at the same time, you got to be able to hear this nasally passage. Yeah, so we've got to keep an eye on this, because you can sort of see this a little bit. Try and move my head out of the way, but it's in a circle. You see this shit tops, yeah? Top of the market. This Bitcoin price. Top. You know, so when everyone's in profit, they sell. Cascading liquidity event. What else we got? Ton breaking world records. Yeah, Ton's a trippy coin. Haven't really got too involved. Quarter million transactions. Bitcoin's moving. FTX. Sam Bankman fraud. Going away for life potentially. That's fucking cool. It's sort of like he's like the skeletal remains of the previous bull market, you know. Fuck that cunt. You know, like he stole everybody's money. You see, and another thing that you'll notice in life is like people that cash in on the peak of their life. So like you can see, it's just like if you look at somebody's life, or look at like a celebrity or something, look at somebody's life like a market, you know, like the highest highs, the highest lows. You see maybe, or just even that saying, oh, Conor McGregor, you know, highest highs, top of the world, lowest low, like, and he cashed in on that, didn't he? And then, you know, lowest lows, broke his leg, humiliated by Khabib, got absolutely smashed his last couple of fights by Poirier, if, you know, opinion. And so it's just like Sam Bankman-Fried was the man, you know. The what was he doing? He was lying, saying that he was driving a shit car, trying to be like Warren Buffett around the Bahamas to save money and donate it to putting vaccines in mosquitoes, or whatever the fuck he was trying to do. Just making friends with all the celebrities. Second biggest donator to the Democratic Party after George Soros. Just being an absolute shit cunt. Excuse my Australian. And then having orgies in the Bahamas. Note to self, anybody that goes to the Bahamas is about to completely drop the arse end out of their life. Alright, so that's that. That's that. That's probably the entertaining part of the analysis. So total opinion for crypto and the market as a whole, you just can't help but be bullish. This might go like this: high, lower high, fucking. I'll probably turn bearish here, huh? Probably turn bearish about there, because it could be it. So just like be bullish when it's bullish. I'm bullish. Longs are paying. If you were bearish this whole time, altcoins are like doubled in the last couple of weeks. Most altcoins have doubled. So like what the fuck? What a waste of time. Market's going up. It's a high. It's a new high. It's got momentum. A lot of people are talking about Bitcoin crypto now. Get into it. So the thing that goes on now, which is going to bore the absolute shit out of you, is me finding trades. So it's the boring part. But you know, it's the part where I actually make cash. So what we're looking at now is tradingview.com. We've got absolute shit ton of maybe about 150 altcoins. We're going to have a little cruise through, and we're going to look for signs of outstretched liquidity grabs. Looking for trends. We're looking for things that move above and below the 200-day moving average. So this is the 200-day simple moving average. So it's the most well-used moving average in existence, in my opinion. Well, it is. So we're on a daily chart. One candle equals 1 day. This is TradingView. I highly recommend. If you don't chart it, if you were looking to buy something and you don't chart it, you're wasting your time, and you're gonna have absolutely no fucking clue on what sort of price action is available to the asset that you're looking into purchasing. So what we're looking at here is we've got these are all coins that are traded on ByBit, the exchange that I use. There's actually a fair few. That's what I'll be doing tomorrow, is adding all the new coins onto it. But what we're looking for is just abnormal price action, because abnormal price. So what happens, right, is people trade crypto, right? People trade crypto, and mostly they lose money. But then there's bots. So bots take up probably like 70% of all trading volume. So what happens is when either the people that created the bots or the people themselves, so you've got people, you've got everybody that trades crypto. All right, so this includes idiots, seasoned veterans, and people, and this includes the bots that they've programmed. So this large pool of people, they make huge mistakes very often. And what happens is when they make mistakes, well-programmed bots capitalize on those mistakes. So when there's thin order books, right? There's thin order books, and the price has done something erratic, and people have pushed that price into an erratic area, and then they've entered with stop losses and liquidations in an area that is also, again, easily achievable, then the well-programmed bots are going to send that price there, take the money. Pretty much what's happened here, right? So you've got price action. This is just the first coin. It's not the best example, but you've got a coin that's come up. This is a daily chart. One candle equals 1 day. You've got a price that's come up. It's broken above the 200-day simple moving average. This white moving average. This white moving line. It's come up, and then it's making new highs. See, you can see you've got resistance here, support and resistance. You know, price comes up, hits it, hits it, hits it, comes up again, comes above it, and then it sets people's alerts off. People try and jump on, you know, because what happens with people most of the time is they buy tops and then they sell bottoms. So people are jumping on. They said, oh, well, it's gone up for like 3 weeks straight. I'll jump on here. And the price comes up, it liquidates everybody. So people enter here, they set their stop losses and the liquidations, because there's a thing about futures platforms. This is what this is. ByBit, it's a perpetual contract futures platform. So that means you can use leverage. They're not actually buying the coin. Nobody here involved in this chart is buying the 10,000 NFT coin or whatever the fuck this is. 10,000 NFT coin. They're not buying it. They're not buying the actual coin. They're buying a perpetual contract with leverage, probably 10x, 20x, whatever. And then there's a certain price where they will lose their money if it goes through. So that's why a lot of uptrends end with a parabolic spike like this. You can see this last candle is the biggest, right? Pretty much. Oh, it's as big as this one, but you know, it's not the best example, like I said, but we're looking for abnormalities where people are losing money. So what I want to do, right, is whether it's to the downside or to the upside, I want to enter on the trade when somebody is losing money. So another good example would be enter where other people set their stop loss. Alright, so it takes a little bit of trading experience and knowledge to know what the fuck I'm talking about. But enter where other people set their stop loss. I'll find a nice little example if I can. So see this here. See how there's like massive support and then there's a breakdown. So you've got where the price broke down, and then you've got like a wick here. So this is where anybody shorting, so anybody in this whole area, right, that bet the price was going to go down further, which would have been so many people. So like from August all the way till end of October, there's two sides of the bet, you know. In perpetual contracts, there's two sides of the bet equally. So somebody is betting that it's going to go up, somebody is betting that it's going to go down. So all these people betting that it's going to go down here, the massive majority of people put their stop losses or their liquidations above this line here, or above this line here, or above this wick here. They look for previous price action to set their stop losses. And then look what happens. Bang. This takes all of these people's money that set their stop losses there. So what we want to do is when that's finished taking everybody's money, we want to enter and bet that the price is going to go down from there. Yeah. So everybody that bet that it was going to go down, I'm going to turn the aircon down a little bit. It's getting stinky in here, but everybody that bet the price was going to go down here have to close their positions and buy back at a higher price, therefore lose money. And we want to sell to those people that are buying back. All right, so hopefully that makes sense, but you can Google what shorting is and then you'll understand a little bit more. All right, so I'm just going to go through, because the thing about trading altcoins, right? If you want to actually make cash on it, there's two ways to do it. There's one, time a buy. So, you know, obviously I was talking earlier about timing the markets for suckers, but you know, enter on an uptrend and enter when altcoins start moving to the upside, and then hold it for a long time. Yeah, and then either scale out or just deem something overstretched and then exit. That's how you make money on altcoins, is by time in the market. That's what I said earlier. Time in the market is better than timing the market. Yeah, so enter at a good time, which is timing. I know it's a bit of a paradox, but I'm just saying, you enter at a decent time. Don't have to be the best time. You don't have to time it. I'm not timing, and that's another thing. I'm not timing at top or at bottom. I'm just entering at a good time and then spending time in the market. So I'm holding an altcoin for a long-term uptrend. So during uptrend, and then when I deem the uptrend to be over, or I deem the uptrend to be up overstretched, I exit. That's how you make money in altcoins, is like potluck or whatever. Or the other way to make money in altcoins and crypto in general is by doing the shit that nobody else wants to do, which is cruising through and finding a good trade, you know? Because, oh yeah, see, it's not too bad with a bit of water in it, but those Japanese ones, man, they're a bit, it's strange. I don't know if you've had Japanese whiskey. You'd understand if you had a bit of Japanese whiskey. It's almost like they're sweet. It's just about, it's a bit like if you had a warhead or something. Sweet but not. Some sort of witchcraft. So basically you got two ways to make money in crypto, is long-term hold and just enter when you deem it to be good value, exit when you feel like it's overstretched, and be happy with what you've just done. Or put in the groundwork, grab the fucking shovel, get involved and start looking for shit. And this is what I'm doing now, and I just thought, fuck it, I'll stream it, because, you know, if you're watching this, then, well, you're probably smart, because you know that shit don't come easy, boy. Shit don't come easy. You gotta grind. You gotta do the shit that nobody else wants to do. You'll notice that as well with a lot of business owners or supervisors, is that the good ones are the ones that want to sit there and do shit that nobody else wants to do. A successful CEO, a successful supervisor, they will thrive doing the shit that nobody else wants to do. Whether it's paperwork, whether it's replying to emails, all that shit, whether it's having the hard conversations with employees, anything like that. If you thrive doing the shit that no one else wants to do, then you're going to be successful. That's just how the world works, you know. And if you want to be a CEO or supervisor, and then you just want to do the shit that everybody else wants to do, and then spend all your time doing the shit that everyone else wants to do, but try and do it better than everyone else, you're going to fail. And it's an easy trap. It's a fucking easy trap. And most people will fall for that. And that's why most people will fail. This is a nice little trap here, you know, pokes its head above. This is 1 inch. So I was talking about that earlier for a decent longer term hold. But, you know, and that's another beauty of technical analysis. Technical analysis being charting. You see a bit of a breakdown here. It's calm. It's just hunted the stops. Got a very obvious parallel channel. Low, high, you can see. But chat, it's not perfect, because people aren't perfect, and people are the people that are trading this fucking thing. So people are the people that are programming the bots. People are the people that are trading the coin. People are the people that are losing the money. So you see, just when things start becoming too obvious, then it'll send something like send a bit of a trap out. So it comes out. So this is a good short. This might be actually a pretty good short. 1 inch with the momentum. So I'll just go through the process here. I'm gonna probably end up doing a lot of this tomorrow. To be fair, it's only been, how long's it been? 50 minutes or something that I've been here, but I'd hate to bore you. But I'll do a bit of this. We'll look for a couple of trades. Might set a few alerts. Could go through a few alerts that have already. That'd be too easy. So just for context here, I've got a few indicators. So I've got the RSI. The reason why I've got the RSI is just like starter kit to technical analysis. So the first indicator that pretty much everybody gets, if you don't include moving averages, is an RSI. So RSI is a momentum indicator. It measures the distance between candles and the volume between candles, depending on which RSI you've got. So this is RSI divergence indicator. It comes with some pre-settings. It tries to help you with divergences. So when you're looking at RSIs, you're generally looking for divergences. And if I've got a clear, multiple count of divergence, then that's when it becomes relevant to me. Until then, it's not really relevant. That's why it's down the bottom. But it is a momentum indicator. So when it's got maybe like 2+, so not really 1, I don't care for 1, but 2, 3, 4 counts of divergence, that's when I'll start looking at it. But when it comes to momentum, it's stochastic with these settings that I have spent tens and tens of hours, to be realistic, not hundreds, but tens, I'd say tens of hours, backtesting and crafting these perfect settings on a stochastic momentum. So this is momentum, you know, highs, you see the highs are when the highs are, the lows are when the lows are. Yeah. It can be complex, but when you look at it every day. But yeah, see, like you've got a crossover, so the blue moving below the orange in an extreme area. So if you look to the right there, 89, 90. Momentum is stretched, it's crossing over, and there's a lot of it's when it starts going below these orange yellow lines, that's when momentum is falling. This is the #1 indicator in existence, in my opinion. Not the fact that this is the best indicator, but the fact that volatility is the best indicator. So this is a volatility. So Bollinger Band width percentile. So if you look at John Bollinger created the Bollinger Bands. Not that he, maybe, I don't know if he worked it out or not. I don't know if he was the first to work it out, but the fact is that volatility, what exists within volatility is contraction and expansion. So the price contracts and then the price expands. So once the price contracts, it is mathematically inevitable. The reason why I stress this is because it is law. It's almost like physics. Mathematically inevitable that after a contraction, an expansion will proceed. So look here, right there. See this right there? See, look, I'm on a fourth coin down. Fourth coin down. Price contracts. See how the candles get smaller? The price literally just went from, like, it moved like 1% or 0.5% or something for days. And then that shows you blue bars. So this is a huge reading. When it goes down to 0%, it gives me these blue vertical bars on the BBWP indicator, which is free on TradingView. So you get these blue bars on the BBWP indicator. It says volatility is contracting like, I was going to say never seen before, but it's seen before. But look, this is a daily chart. One candle equals 1 day. So when have you seen it be so blue? You know, we're going back to the start of the year, bit of blue. This is April, 1 bar of blue. You know, 2 bars of blue. This is November last year ago. So boom to boom. So what happens here? Perfect example. Massively low volatility. Daily chart. You end up zooming in to try and work out which direction it's going to go. Okay, which direction it's going to go. But after a fucking, that would have been hundreds. I was going to say millions by 1 inch small altcoin. Not that many people involved. That would have taken a lot of money. See that wick? It's like a javelin through the wallets of everybody that shorted for these months here. So what happens is, I was talking about volatility, contraction, mathematically inevitable, it expands. So it contracted here and then it expanded. So if you were to short it there, boom, would have been 56%. You know, so you short, you bet that the price is going to go down, and then volatility contracts, and then it starts expanding. So the signal, right, is that the volatility starts expanding. So right there, so this candle, and the stochastic, the momentum changes. But you have to zoom in when it's so heavily contracted. You got to zoom in to nail the signal. So maybe this is turning into more of a lesson than me searching for actual trades. But I will find these trades. It'll probably be tomorrow, and then I will make a video out of it, and I will post them in the members section. But for now, you're getting some dude that's been staring at this for 6 years, made all the mistakes and successes in the world on small scales, large scales, still doing it, you know. And that's another thing, is that you got to be realistic with where you're at and the time frame. So I'm 30, and I've literally either withdrawn my money for life experiences and travel, or I've made heavy mistakes. So like out of experimentation. So one of two things, which is, you know, like slowed me down and will slow you down. I'm just like sharing my experience here. So what happens when you start trying to become the best at something is you're faced with absolute adversity. It's like I will relate it to fighting, because that's probably the second thing that I know the most about. You'll find actually that the most successful people in the UFC or boxing, you know, they might have no losses because they've been padded by the organization, but they'll have one or two losses. And what has happened to them psychologically after that loss, one or two losses, you'll find so many people at the top, like the top 5 of each weight division, where they're like 20-2, 25-3. What's happened to them after those 1, 2, 3, 4 losses psychologically has been immense, absolutely immense. And then what has changed them after those losses has been even more immense. What happens to people after losses is either it destroys them, it's like a bacteria, it's like an infection, or they address it entirely and evolve from that. So losses, whether it's trading or in life, are almost, well, they're easily better than wins. Losses are better than wins for sure. It just depends on what you do with it. So losses in life can just, because like you'll see, like if you address a loss properly, it will propel you. It will absolutely propel you. If you don't, let's adjust this temperature again. If you address a loss properly, it'll fucking change your life. It'll fucking change your life. The best way to do that is journaling. Unless you have a very strict memory. So getting philosophical here, but I don't even remember what I was talking about. But yeah, boom, 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 take money, boom, 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 take everybody's money, boom, 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 short this, boom, 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 expect it to go down, boom, boom, take 70%, boom, 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 goes down further, take 30%, boom, 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 trade complete. Make a video of it, post it, get no views, don't give a fuck. Have another glass of whiskey. Loosen up, enjoy your weekend, get a fuck. So most altcoins are Oh, that looks nice, doesn't it? So, got no tunes, bruv. I don't even know if you can hear the tunes, to be fair. It's getting late, so we're going to bring on the Russian bass line. Let's just, before I play this, let's just remember I'm here for me, not you. Yo!
Нет, твой оригинал саунд, я не вижу прости, заряжаясь на взрыв. Нет, мне не надо возни. Залетает факбой башкой прямиком в бранспорт. Когда я на спот выезжаю сюда на уверенном улете, как транспорт. Раз в год, может быть, но выбор это братство. Я в ссоре с тормозами газ-фол. Саня, ты думал, что ты машина, но сегодня подтекает кастрол. Я все заберу себе и даже тех, кого ты мог бы называть свою паствой. Бейслайн, джанкер, легенд, как завещал там Дизи Раскол. Я теперь тут главный пастор, мастер отсекать таких вот языкастых спидер. Твои залеты набиты, да эффекты только секунды. Мой флоу он роняет, как будто тейкдаун от Сихудо. Набрал амплитуду, мордобой, как валитудо. Listen, бой, я поставлю тебя в угол. 9 баллов магнитуда, за мной агентура. Люди в черном вся в тетради смерти партитура. Милкдаун, пикнал, получил фингал. Выкинь полотенце, уходи стринга. Скринсайн, сажу тебя без приправ ниндзя. Будто я в дыму, а в ризлах. То, что заставит тебя выглядеть, будто призрак. Пизда, ли я вижу твои признаки долбоебизма. Признаки долбоебизма. Саня Милкдаун, он просто лов, как Милхаус. Я раз надавлю и потечет его саус. Hey, bitch, don't kill my vibe. Хотя я о чем? Да, ты охотник на вайп, Санька, но ты максимум с фоторужьем на фото. Йоу, это дизерак, бро, тебе надо терпеть. Красный ртуть, ты не выдаю тейк. А их где-то пробивает тут пол. Когда я хватаю микрофон и лихо подрываю весь трейн. Пацанам бигап и кубку МЦ. Саня, с тобой мой баттл выглядит все равно, что просто мой концерт. Все, спасибо.
Vodka, I don't drink rum. Get these settings right, my boy. What are we looking for now? Bit of tunes. I'll probably wrap this up soon, but to be fair, because I'm actually making no ground in finding any trades. I'll post it in the group. But the more I look at this, the more I go from being like, you know, momentum's up, let's jump on the longs, to holy shit, you know. Holy shit. Like, holy shit. I know what this looks like. Lower highs, my boy. Lower highs. Cardano. Cardana. You know, little poker head. Look, a lot of these things are trying to reverse the trend. A lot of these things are trying to go up here. But obviously there's a bit of money to be made betting that it's going to go down for a bit. So what I do, I'll give you an example so you can carry on and have a little crack at this yourself. I'm probably going to do this, in my own zone. Oh man. Kano, bro, I don't know what, if it's rough whiskey, swill it and pour another. Really good advice. So momentum, I'll just give you I'll give you the blueprint of like a simple YouTube trade, okay? Because when I'm trading Bitcoin with leverage, like with maximum intensity and focus, there's a lot of parameters that need to be hit. But when we're having a bit of fun, taking money from bots, taking money back, you know, to the humans from the bots, there's not as many parameters needed, honestly. There's just a little bit of time, a little bit of patience, and looking for like, it's like you just wait. Like, it's just like waiting. It's like waiting for like I'm standing there with the bow. It's cocked. I don't know if they call it cocked with the bow, but you know, the gun's cocked or whatever. I'm standing with the bow like this, and I see a herd of deer going past, and they're moving. I'm being realistic. They're moving faster than I can shoot them, And then an hour later, the wounded one comes past. That's what we're doing here. We're looking for the easy target. We're looking for those bots to just be so obvious with the little markings. Oh. So the blueprint is, see, this is the thing, once I get to the bottom half of the whiskey, I start not, I'm not going to tell you I'm not caring about you, but I start not focusing on what I'm doing. So, okay, what we're looking for, right, is we're looking for a liquidity grab. So we're talking shorts now, because right now is the time for shorts. Okay, right now is the time for shorts. Short-term shorts. I'm talking hours, days, most likely less than a week. So I'm like pullbacks, corrections, you know, because you've got a primary trend, which is up. Primary trend up. And then we're looking for secondary corrections, secondary trend corrections, intermediate trend, whatever you want to call it. So secondary trend pullbacks. So like most likely, for example, you'll get something like, you know, it's got a range here, puts, comes up, takes everybody's money, comes back down, closes within the range. Okay, it's most likely going to find the bottom. So right there, that's the money made. So you can hit that with the fact that, like, it is so hard. You probably get 1 in 10 coins that will come back up. So if you like, so where's the price there? 100, and then it's come down to 90. So if you can use 10x leverage. So you put $100 in, use 1,000, and then bet that it's going to go down to here, like range lows again. Then, you know, 20% your money. So you've put 100 on, and then you've pulled out 200. So you've got 300 now, just by betting this comes back down to range lows. Like that's I'm not gonna say easy money, because life ain't easy, but like, you know what I mean? That's what I mean. Where the tunes at, dog? Where the tunes at? Nobody's got any coins that they want me to look at, but look, this is what I'm looking for. I was actually looking for longs, but now I'm looking for an easy short. I'm looking for something that's weak. So what happens, right? So we'll go Aave. I don't think this is going to be weak, because Aave is a fucking solid coin. But I'm looking for long wick. Okay, long wick above range. See this? See, I got an alert here. See that? That clock, that means an alert. So I had an alert at the top of these pivot points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I set a horizontal alert there, and then I chill, and then I wait till it's hit. See how that's faded, and then that's like whiter. I don't know if you can see it on your screen, but that's faded and that's white. That means that's been triggered. So what I wanted to see was when this resistance, because support and resistance are made to be broken. It's like a rule. It's like a rule. It's like a rule. It's like a it's like a Mormon. It's like a Mormon woman. Okay, thou shalt not fucketh the outside world. She just done that. So the rules are meant to be broken, and then it breaks. So I wanted to know. That's why it's been triggered. See, I got a message. I got an alert. I didn't act on it. I didn't act on it because I actually got a fair few alerts, and I just waited for tonight. And then tonight's ended up being tomorrow. So, but this ain't bad. That ain't bad short. But I wanted to see when this resistance was broken and everybody lost their money. Yeah, because like we talked about earlier, people set their stop losses or liquidations above these key areas, and it would have been above 100 too. See on the right here. See this 100. So $100 a coin of Aave. Boom, boom. Once you start trading more, if you haven't, you'll get. I'm trying to like save you the pain here. This is probably the reason that you're watching, if you're even watching. The reason you're watching is to get like what you want to hear is somebody that's fucking fucked up, you know, already, like done all the fuck ups. I've done all the fuck ups, mate. Done all the fuck ups, brother. All of them. Every single fuck up, I've done it. Like in all aspects of life. I've done them. And you know what? Glad. Because everybody sets their stop losses or liquidations. So if you've traded with leverage before, you'll know that the exchange will give you a liquidation point. And you could consider that as a stop loss. Don't do it. Stupid. Don't consider your liquidation as a stop loss. Set your stop loss at the point where you will be wrong. Okay, so I'm like, okay, look at all these points here. If I'm going to long this or short this, any of these areas, I'm going to set my stop loss way out of reach. Way out of reach of these. So I might set my stop loss here. Oh wait, that's 100. That's a round number. That's a significant number. That's a key number. So I'm going to set my stop loss maybe like fucking up here. It means I have to use low leverage, but it means I'm not going to get targeted. And then when everybody else gets targeted, bang, either add to position or enter position. I know it sounds like I'm talking Chinese, but this is trading. So it's just sort of like if you've got another trade or skill, like electrical, if you're talking, you know, amps, flux, capacity, all these sort of things to people, somebody be like, speak English. And then you'll be like, flow, pressure, storage, I don't know, whatever. But so the formula is liquidity grab, okay? Liquidity grab, wick. See this? Wick on daily time frame or 12-hour time frame. So wick. A red candle next to it is nice. A wick above key area of resistance or support if we're talking about longs. So we're talking about shorts right now, so betting the price will go down. Wick, and then this is Aave. So you flick over to coinalyze.net. Right? Coinalyze.net. I do have an account. It says log in there. I do have an account, but it does fuck all for you. It's the same thing. So you may as well just, well, you can sign up if you want, but I've signed up. I've logged in plenty of times. I don't know. It doesn't seem to save it for me. Like I've clicked save. Done do it. So Aave. So you just type in the coin Aave. Then you go Aave futures market data. Then we're looking at three things here. So we're looking at open interest. Open interest. So this is how much money is in the perpetual contracts. So not the actual purchasing and selling of Aave coins. This is in the leverage trades of the perpetual contracts. Open interest. So if it mirrors price, there's not a whole lot that you can read from it. If it mirrors price. So you'll get a lot of the time, I was going to go grab the brush and draw for you, but a lot of the time, like you'll get like, oh, this makes a high, but then actually like it's just down here on the open interest or something, and you can sort of get a reading from it, blah, blah, blah. There's a bit of divergences occur in the open interest, actually pretty important. See here, like price made a higher high, so higher high, but the open interest didn't. It made a lower high, yeah? Made a lower high. Made a lower high. So that's actually bullish. But you can see it didn't really go up. It just sort of, it held. But, you know, like you can find, I can spend time finding good examples for you, or we can just be real. So nothing really there. Funding rate. So the funding rate is how aggressive the shorters or the longers are. So if it's green, as you can see here, there you go. Actually can't see too much of the bottom, can you? Just realized you can't see the bottom. Bruh. You've probably missed out on fucking everything. So if it's green, it means people are more aggressively longing it, more aggressively betting the price will go up. Yeah, so this is starting to curl up right now. So this is most likely going to go down. So if everybody else is betting that it's going to go up continually, then obviously you know the other side of the fence. You know everybody's on the other side of it. If you're betting that the price is going to go down, then you know that the majority of people are betting against you. And the thing about markets is the majority are usually wrong. Liquidations is we're looking at how many people have like been liquidated, lost money. You want to see a lot of people lost money on the trade that you're already about to take. So that's what we're looking for. We've got $500,000 worth of liquidations here on this. So these are short liquidations. So everybody that bet the price was going to go down and had their stop losses up and liquidations up, like I talked about, lost money. So 500, it doesn't seem much, but if you take, you might have, 500 people losing $1,000. See, if we zoom out, you'll see that it's quite a lot for just a random altcoin. I mean, Aave is an old school altcoin, but if you zoom out, we'll zoom out to the 12-hour chart. You can see that like this is a lot for it. So 500,000, or this is over the 12-hour period. So we changed the time frame to 12 hours. So over the 12-hour period, $700,000 was lost. And then earlier in October, $800,000 was lost. To find anything like this, fuck, you gotta go all the way. Sorry about that. I swear the settings change every time I fucking stream. You gotta go all the way back to July, late June, to find any amount of losses like that on the short side. So a lot of, like nearly $1 million, or $1.4 million was lost here. Yeah. So, in my opinion, enough people have lost money for this to correct. So, I would find Aave, long wick, liquidations, everybody's long. I would find an Aave short through the range low, a good trade. I would most likely find a better trade if I went through all the trade. Well, actually, I would definitely find a better trade if I went through all the coins. But that's what you're looking for on a base level. And just on that base level alone, you will have success and you will make more money than nearly everybody else trading altcoins. And if you want to enter at a good time, then you zoom in on a time frame, maybe the 1 hour. You bring the momentum. Wish I didn't have all this shit on there. Give me 10 seconds. I'm gonna fuck off in a second because I got a bunch of mates at my house downstairs. But hey, priorities, boys. Look after yourself. Be there in a minute. You can come here and you come to my stochastic. Go to the start of the video. We'll fuck this off for the end of it. Look, if you're shorting, use a stochastic for an entry. Okay. See this? I'm on the 1 hour chart. 1 candle equals 1 hour. I'm only shorting on highs. Yeah. So highs of the stochastic. Boom, boom, boom. If I wanted to short there, I would have shorted it at a top. If I wanted to short there, I would have shorted it at a top. If I wanted to short there, I would have shorted at a top. So set your alert. You go horizontal line. You go my settings. You go about 70. You go right click, add alert. Blah blah blah. Entry. Fuck you. Create. And then when this goes above there and the next high, you'll enter for a short. That's what you do. That's how you do it. The end. I'm a bail now, but it's been good. It's been nice. How long's it been? Oh yeah, hour 20 or something. It's been a good time. Peace and love. I'll see you on the blockchain bulls for daily updates continually. I'll be going through this tomorrow. If I find any easy money, I'll definitely be posting it in the Blockchain Bulls Trade Ideas channel, and we'll talk there. So take